Good morning, students. In our last class, we have completed the lesson The New Blue Dress, and today we are moving to the new lesson, that is Unit 2. In that A reading, C.V. Raman, The Pride of India. So, if you see here in your textbook, look at the pictures and answer the questions that follow. So, here are the images of 6 persons. So, do you recognize them? Yes, first one is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and second Srinivasa Ramanujan, third C.V. Raman, and fourth Homi Jahangir Bhabha, and the fifth is Rakesh Sharma, and sixth is Kalpana Chawla. So there are some questions here. Who are these people? Just now we have listed out them. These people are famous Indians who rendered remarkable services in their respective fields. So Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, he is a scientist, whereas Srinivasa Ramanujan, he is a mathematician, and C.V. Raman is also a scientist, and Homi Jahangir Baba, he is also the scientist, and fifth is Rakesh Sharma, he is an astronaut, and Kalpana Chawla, she is also an astronaut. So these 6 people, they are famous for their remarkable services in their respective fields, means like they are the best in their particular fields, like Abdul Kalam and C.V. Raman, Homi Jahangir Baba. These 3 are the scientists and they have their remarkable services in their respective fields, whereas C.V. Raman, Srinivasa Ramanujan, he is also a great mathematician, whereas Rakesh Sharma and Kalpana Chawla, these two are astronauts and they have done their remarkable services in their respective fields. So, see the second. Tell your class what you know about them. So, they are asking us to tell us what we know about these famous people. So, first one is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He was the former president of India. He played a pivotal role in the development of missile and nuclear weapons. He got Hoover Medal. He is the respective of Bharat Ratna Award. He is the recipient of Bharat Ratna Award. And next is Srinivasa Ramanujan. He was a great Indian mathematician. He made extraordinary contributions to mathematical analysis, number theory, and infinite series. C.V. Raman. He was the first Indian to receive the Nobel Prize in Physics for his Raman effect. He was also the first Asian and the first non-white to receive the Nobel Prize. He discovered the Raman effect with equipment worth only rupees 200 and limited facilities in his laboratory. He was the first Indian scholar who studied wholly in India. Homi Jahangir Bhabha. He was an Indian born scientist. He played an important part in contribution to the quantum theory. He was born on October 30th, 1909 in Bombay. He was the first one to become the chairman of Atomic Energy Commission of India. And next comes Rakesh Sharma. Rakesh Sharma, was the first Indian citizen to have ventured out in space. He was born on January 13th, 1949. He originally belongs to Punjab and completed his education from Hyderabad. After successfully passing from the National Defence Academy, Sharma was commissioned into the Indian Air Force as a test pilot. On September 20, 1982, he was elected to travel into space as a cosmonaut as part of a joint program by ISRO and the Soviet Intercosmos Space Program. On April 2nd in 1984, he made his flight aboard the Soyuz T-11 and became the first Indian to achieve this feat. The duration of his stay in outer space lasted 21 hours and 40 minutes. He conducted scientific and technical studies wherein he was mainly involved in biomedicine and remote sensing. Sharma was awarded the Hero of Soviet Union after his return. He was also reflected with Ashoka Chakra by the Indian government. So, whereas about Kalpana Chawla, she is born on 17th March 1962 and she died on February 1st, 2003. Kalpana Chawla was an Indian astronaut. She was the first Indian American astronaut and the first Indian woman to go into space. She first flew in 1997 on the Space Shuttle Columbia. She served on the shuttle as a, served on the shuttle as a mission specialist and the main person working the shuttle's robotic arms. Chawla was born in Karnal, Haryana. She got a degree in aeronautical engineering from Punjab Engineering College. She moved to the United States and became a naturalized US citizen in the 1980s. She earned a master's degree in aerospace engineering from the University of Texas. She got her doctorate from the University of Colorado in 1988. She began working for NASA at the Ames Research Center the same year. Kalpana was one of the 7 people killed in the Space Shuttle Columbia disaster on February 1st, 2003. So, this is what about these famous people, and they are asking us, do you want to be a scientist? If so, why? So, yes, we should have a dream of becoming a scientist because as we are very fond of this science subject and want to do research in physics and discover something new. If we want to discover something new and if we don't want to do any research, then we should become a scientist to fulfill that dream. So, moving to the lesson. So, the lesson name, what is the lesson name? C.V. Raman, the pride of India. In the 6 people, we have learnt about C.V. Raman also, isn't it? So, on the busy Bow Bazaar street in Calcutta, there was an old building. It was the headquarters of the Indian Association for Cultivation of Science in in December on a fine evening in 1927. There was much excitement in one of its laboratories. Chandrasekhar Venkata Raman was showing a visitor some of his instruments when a young man, K.S. Krishnan, rushed in and announced, Professor Compton has won the Nobel Prize. So, what happened? On the busy Bow Bazaar. So, on the busy Bow Bazaar street in Calcutta there was an old building. So as we have streets, same way here also Bhau Bazaar is one of the name of a street. It is in Calcutta. Now we call it as West Bengal. So there now we call it as Kolkata. It is in West Bengal. So in that Bhau Bazaar street is in Calcutta. There was an old building. So in that Bhau Bazaar street there was a old building. So it was the headquarters of the Indian Association for Cultivation of Science. So in December, on a fine evening, so when this situation is happening in the month of December, on a fine evening in 1927, so there was much excitement. So excitement in one of its laboratories. So that old building is an Indian Association for Cultivation of Science. So in that building, in one of the laboratories, there was much excitement excitement in December 1927. So Chandrasekhar Venkata Raman. So what is the full form of C.V. Raman is Chandrasekhar Venkata Raman was showing a visitor some of his instruments when a young man, K.S. Krishnan, rushed in and announced, Professor Compton has won the Nobel Prize. So C.V. Raman was showing a visitor. So one of his visitor has come and he is showing some of his instruments. Who? C.V. Raman. At that time, a young man, what is the name of that person? K.S. Krishnan. He rushed in and he announced, means he said that Professor Compton has won the Nobel Prize. Raman was equally delighted. Excellent news, he said, smiling at the visitor. And then he was lost in thought. But look here, Krishnan, he said, turning to the young man. If this Compton effect is true of X-rays, it must be true of light too. So when Raman heard about about the Professor Compton has won the Nobel Prize, when he heard about this news, Raman was very much delighted. And what did he say? Excellent news. And he said, smiling, means in a smiling face, in a smiling way, he was telling at the visitor that excellent news. And then he was lost in thought. Lost in thought means giving all your attention to something or something so that you do not notice what is happening around you. So he is not observing what is happening around him. He is that much lost his thought and he is thinking. So then after some time, what did he said? Look here, Krishnan, he said, turning to the young man. So what is the name of that young man? Krishnan. So K.S. Krishnan. So he called him, C.V. Raman has called him to, look here, Krishnan. He is telling, if Compton effect is true of X-rays, so he is telling that if Compton effect is true of X-rays, then it must be true of light too. Then a few years earlier, A.H. Compton had shown that the nature of X-rays changes when passed through matter. The change was dependent on the kind of matter. This effect was called the Compton effect. So what happened few years earlier, means few years back, A.H. Compton. So what did he showed? He showed that the nature of X-rays will change when passed through matter, and the change was dependent on the kind of matter. So this effect was called the Compton effect. So, could light also change its nature when passed through a transparent medium? Transparent medium means allowing you to see through it. So, that was the question that Raman asked himself. For 5 years, he had been doing research in optics, the science of light. No sophisticated equipment was available in his laboratory, but Raman was confident that he could find the answer with some modifications in his equipment. So, what was the doubt? Means, what was the thought he was having? Could light also change its nature? As X-rays changes its nature, does light also change its nature when passed through a transparent medium? Transparent means a transparent sheet, you can see through it, isn't it? So Raman has a doubt that if a light passes through a transparent medium, does light change its nature? That was the doubt of Raman. So for that question, Raman, he worked for 5 years doing research in optics, of science of light. Research in optics means the science of light. So no sophisticated means clever and capable, equipment means the things that are needed for a particular activity. So he don't have the things exactly what is required for that research, but Raman was confident that he could find the answer with some modifications, means change in this equipment. So I think you have understood till here. There are some hard words: Calcutta, building, headquarters, association, cultivation, excitement, laboratories, instruments, announced, professor, excellent, delighted, dependent, transparent, sophisticated, equipment, modifications. So your home assignment is write hard words in your notebooks. So students, I have given you hard words. Write them neatly without any spelling mistakes in your notebooks and send me on time. We'll be continuing the remaining part of the lesson in our next session. Thank you. Have a good day.